Mr. Wong, I hope you had a good plane ride and that the jet lag isn't killing you.
Everything went exactly as planned. I think I'm gonna like it here in Asia.
There's a lot of people looking for you. I trust I'll never hear from you or see you again.
It was a pleasure doing business with you, Mr. Slater. Everything okay in Pine Valley? Did you get your 100 million?
Yeah. Now all I have to do is sit here and wait for Chandler to fall into my lap. Junior, you look beat.
Yeah, well, my father and I have been up all night trying to track down your money.
I appreciate that. You want some coffee?
The feds have been at my house since dawn. They grilled my father and then me.
Well, I hope you gave them everything they wanted. I need a new lead.
Well, actually, I think you have more to offer the feds than I do.
What do you think that?
Before this whole mess, you came to me, you gave me a warning, you said I needed a heads up to watch my back. Now, where would you get an idea like that?
I hear things.
From whom?
I know, it's just there was a buzz in the street, and now looking back, it's probably all about your kidnapping, right?
Well, I'd like to look into it. Who's your source?
I know a guy who knows a guy.
Well, do your guy friends have names?
Yeah, my guy friends do. They have lots of names and a lot of addresses, but they're gone now.
Yeah, why don't you point me in the direction of another guy?
Here's what I think, Junior. I think whoever grabbed you needed some muscle. It was a big payday for somebody. They're probably bragging about it. My question is, who do you think that they're hiring? Inside job, maybe?
Shamus Wong, my right-hand man at Chandler Enterprises. He's MIA. Nobody seems to know where he is. I can't get him on the phone. Maybe he was grabbed too, or maybe he has your cash. Have you heard any buzz about him?
Shamus Wong? Nope. Doesn't ring a bell.
If you don't get your ransom, you get a minority stake in Chandler Enterprise. Wouldn't you be happier if you got your $100 million back?
Yeah, of course it would be a lot easier to run my company.
Then why don't you do something about it?
It's not my fault that you got kidnapped, or that your daddy came to me to borrow the ransom money. Now, Adam and I have a deal, and if he doesn't pay me back by tomorrow, everything that he's worked for becomes mine. You have a problem with that? Talk to the genius who put this thing in motion.
Well, that's just fine. You don't want to work with us? Don't work with the FBI.
Did you mention to the feds about this Shamus Wong character?
No, actually, I just thought about that on my drive over here.
Well, you guys were pretty tight, huh?
Yeah, he was my go-to guy at Chandler, like I said.
And you still think that he screwed over the big boss?
I don't know. There's a lot about this mess. It's a whole mystery to me. Like why you came to my rescue. You hate me. You want me dead.
Well, you're not dead. You're alive. Be grateful.
You put up the money, and I want to know why.
You want to know why? Why don't you ask Adam?
I'm asking you.
He needed help. I helped him. It's the kind of guy I am.
Yeah, you just did it out of the goodness of your heart. Yeah.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, helping out Chandler's. That's your charity of choice. Give me a break.
Did you see your father's face? You see how relieved he was still alive? He put everything on the line for you. Everything he worked for, everything he owned. Because he realized it was worthless without his loyal, loving son.
You didn't care about my father, or how he felt. It was all business to you.
I did you a favor. Say thank you and go away.
I almost killed your wife. And now, you're my savior? Doesn't make any sense to me. So you're telling me Kendall was on board the whole time when you gave my father the ransom?
I didn't give him anything. It was a short-term, high-interest loan with ridiculous collateral.
You want to sit here and blow smoke, that's fine. But don't come crying to me when you get a slice of Chandler, and I'm calling the shots.
Excuse me. Could I have a bottle of your best champagne? Thanks.
I've been looking for you.
Hey,
Why aren't you at the office?
the world is my office, Ryan. Making money just sitting here.
So Annie and I just got back, and I heard that we missed something big at Fusion, some big deal.
Well, the girls had a party last night. They're gonna put Fusion back on track.
Right. And Kendall and Greenlee are cool.
Yeah, they're very cool. You're getting what you want, one big, happy family.
And you're still having a problem with that.
I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop.
Slater.
What's he done now?
Nothing. That's the problem. He doesn't want to do squat to help us find his money. Just sitting there getting off on playing mind games. Do you know what kind of disaster it'll be if he gets his hands on Chandler Enterprises? I mean, how could you even go to, like, somebody like that, a lowlife like that, to get help?
All right. I needed money. He had money. What's my alternative? What, go borrow $100 million from the Martins? Or maybe go knock on Tad's door? Tad doesn't have a door.
Yeah, but why would Slater help us? Even if he had the greatest incentive, he had to know that this was the highest risk. Why would he take the chance?
Well, I thought maybe he would be sympathetic. You know, one father to another father.
No. The man is ice. He's got no feelings. Especially for us. No, he had to have some other kind of motivation.
JR.
Something that was worth his while.
JR.
What?
The reason I borrowed the money from Slater is because we've been working together for some time. Against you.
Kendall worked it out with Annie. I guess I'm just hoping that Greenlee does the same.
Make peace with your new wife. You don't really believe that, do you?
Everybody's making an effort to let Greenlee in, except for you, Zach. What is it?
Wait.
Why you have to get her?
You started this when you jumped your motorcycle off a cliff. You want to be dead rather than be somebody's daddy.
That's true, but that's in the past.
But Greenlee isn't. She's right here. And as disturbed and desperate as she was when you walked out on her and she miscarried. That's what forced Kendall into being a surrogate. What forced me in destroying the fertilized eggs.
Forced you, huh? That's funny, because I thought that causing the blackout was your choice, and not a very good one.
I did what I did to protect Greenlee and Kendall from you.
That's right. The all-knowing, all-powerful Zach Slater never hurts people, never makes a bad call.
Whatever. It all started with you. And now the women we care about are fighting for their happiness. I'm gonna help them. Still trying.
Here's the thing, Zach. You're not God. You can't control everything.
You and Slater partnered up to take me down?
Yeah. Some weeks ago, I approached him for his assistance in a hostile takeover. He would help force you out. I would give him a minority ownership of the company. That's why he put up the ransom. Because whether we recovered it or not, he would still get his cut of the company.
It's between you and me.
Yes, it's probably the worst decision I've ever made in my life, and I will regret it till the day I die.
So all of this buzz that Slater was telling me that he was hearing about watching my back, that's because you two are working together?
Yes, but the kidnapping changed everything. Who needs money? I'll make more money. But I only have one son.
All right. Well, we can't let Slater win. We're not giving up on this.
Yeah. No, I guess this is my payback for turning on you. It's kind of, ironic, isn't it? I was willing to lose you to get my company back, and now I'm willing to lose my company to get you back. Thank God it worked.
We need to think, Dad. We need to put our heads together on this thing.
Yes, I'll give you all the help I can.
The SOB might think that he has shares of Chandler, but I'm in charge. And I will trash every single idea in the board meeting. He'll be so miserable that he'll be begging to get out of there.
I'm afraid it's not going to happen that way.
Why not?
Because some time ago, I encouraged Slater to start buying Chandler stock on the sly. Lots of it. And once I hand over my shares to Slater tomorrow, you will be CEO of a company you no longer control.
Annie'll be fine. She's tough.
She better be.
Well, you just don't stop, do you?
Well, you got your wish. Greenlee's back in our lives. And now, your world's gonna fall apart. How's your honeymoon?
Slater knew that you were in a tight spot, so he pushed even harder. We're gonna make him pay.
Yeah, first we pay him. We get the cash in line to meet this ludicrous deadline. And then we talk recriminations. Stan, You changed your mind? No, I've told you 1,000 times. It's Slater. Zach Slater.
The buzzards are circling. They can smell your blood.
The reason I borrowed the money from Slater is because we've been working together for some time.
Shamus Wong? Nope. Doesn't ring a bell.
Once I hand over my shares to Slater tomorrow, you will be CEO of a company you no longer control.
I lied to the FBI just like you said, and I was good too. The guy totally bought it.
Okay, well, forget him, okay? I know who has $100 million. Slater.
How?
Not here.
Why do you think it's Zach?
He must have gotten along somehow. He turned him.
Can you prove it?
Well, not just yet. Slater's not gonna take everything from us. We may need a Hail Mary. This game is far from over.